great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Colorado State Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Roadrunners will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Wilson open on the right side. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now it's at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Peterson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The run inside. It's Peterson. Inside the 35. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
The Roadrunners have this offense rolling. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And it's the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Henderson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the air, it's McCown. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Mosley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
To the air on second down. The screen, he can go. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This quarterback part of their running game. Might have a chance. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. He'll try to do it again on this one. He's past the 30. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to throw. It's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move, it's Peterson. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Complete, out left to Wilson. Gets away from one, he's got space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Roadrunners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Mosley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Snags it, and there's running room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. A give to Brown. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. To the air, it's McCown. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Mark down at the 50. And that's a first down for the offense.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Henderson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go. After the catch.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to run it. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And it's the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Roadrunners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Mosley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's McCown. Over to the right side, that's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Finds a man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone, it's Henderson. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Roadrunners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Mosley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. 1st down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around.
And the defense got him at the 27.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the back in the middle. Powers through the defender. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Handoff for Brown. Can't get him to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Thrust that arm out. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Flying down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Rams.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's McCown. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He'll get rid of it. Wilson open on the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
22. And that's good enough for a first down.
And it's the Roadrunners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Using his legs, it's Peterson. Breaks the tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why the soft...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got a man. It's Mosley. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He wants to change this route. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run, it's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
We're in the second.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running inside, it's Peterson. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught on the left side by Wilson. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.